Good morning, students. Let us start our next topic, that is water conservation and management. And as we know that there is declining in the availability of water, not only availability of water, but its quality and qualitative aspects are also there. For this, we have to consider about it very seriously, how we can conserve water and different type of water. Programs have been started by government quality to improve the qualitative aspect of the water. When we talk about qualitative aspect of the water, it brings us near about the different type of policies of government that has been started by that. The major policy is CPCB, Central Pollution Control Board. Central Pollution Control Board has been set up, and one more legislative provision such as water regarding prevention and control of water pollution in different states of the country in Act 1974, 1986, 1997, and after that 1974. Different acts were launched to prevent the pollution that is spread by industries to the river water and fresh water, that is harmful for the qualitative aspect of our water. Let us see some watershed management programs. In this, I'll tell you about different watershed management programs. Like you may see in this picture, and on your book it is on page number 69. You may see that first picture is harvesting through watershed management. Stone wall is there, and then you can frame their check dam, and through that dam water gets into and can be stored over there. Water can be stored over there, and afterward that water can be used in future when there is scarcity of water, because during rain water is surplus and flow of water is very much, but it is of no use at all during that time. But after that we can take use of this water. And in this second diagram we am telling you about harvesting through lakes, that is iris. Mean to say, we can dig different type of lakes nearby and store that water, and after that with the help of some chemicals we can use that water as a fresh water. And third one is harvesting through the service well. In this diagram you can see the rooftop collection is there, and then service well is dug, and after that we can, with the help of hand pump, that water can be used after the when it is scarcity of water after the rain. And this in this way this rain water can be harvested for the future generations, for the future use in the present also. And harvesting through recharge well, it is also regarding this one only. We can dig well to store the rainwater through different type of pipes it contain. And you may see it through these diagrams more elaborately. In this way this rainwater can be saved, can be preserved for our future use, and it may be helpful to control the water scarcity. Even during the these rainy days, different type of floods are there, and this type of programs are there for them. You can use these articles, these news cutting collage is there. And nowadays the same condition is there around the state and around the country. You may take like different type of river conflicts like Kaveri conflict, I told you in my previous video, and Sardar Sarovar Dam. Yesterday it was there in news. Today it is 23rd, and 22nd of August there was something in the news regarding Sardar Sarovar, and that Sardar Sarovar Dam, due to this one flood situation in some areas of Kota and some areas of Bundi, And ultimately, when climate changes, it also different states have to grapple with the different type of floods, and sometime it is with the scarcity of water. Here you may prepare your own clause regarding present situations. Now let us see our last topic, that is watershed management program. Watershed management program. For this, our country has started different type of programs, that is Haryali. That is Haryali is a watershed development program project sponsored by the central government, which aims and enables us, the rural population, mean to say, to conserve water for drinking, irrigation, fishery, afforestation. And this project is being executed by Gram Panchayat with the people's participation, initiated by the government. Initiated by the government, almost all the states of the India. Then our next program is regarding Niru Miru. It means water and you. Water and you in Andhra Pradesh have taken up construction of various water harvesting structures such as percolation tanks dug out in the ponds. In local language में जोड़ा बोलते हैं इसे राजस्थान में. Check dams, etc. through the people's participation. Aryavi Pani Sansad in Rajasthan, exactly same type of program. Niru Miru in Andhra Pradesh and Aryavi Pani Sansad in Rajasthan. And Tamil Nadu also has made water harvesting structure in the houses, compulsory structure in the houses without making structure for water harvesting, mean to say whenever they have to construct their house, they have to. In this way, watershed development projects in some areas have been successful in re mean to say control the environment and economy. But there are a few success stories, but for the purpose it has been launched, till now it is not able to get whole soul its targets. Still people's participation is needed. There is a need to generate awareness. How we can get it? Need awareness programs regarding the benefits of watershed programs and integrated water resources management approach through the water availability can be ensured in the sustainable basis. In this way, we have to do this, and keeping this in mind, there is a national water policy launched in 2002. It is somewhat older program, but very, very important. It is somewhat older program and what very, very important that this one national water policy. It was broadly speaking, it was for hydropower, drinking water, industrial and other uses. This how this can be useful for the citizen of the country. For its key feature are there, irrigation and multi-purpose projects should be there, and there is no alternative source of drinking water. We know that. That's why we have to make more effort in this. And providing, second point is providing water to all human beings and animals should be the first priority. Mean to say, this national water policy totally gives stress on the availability of the drinking water, and measures should be taken to limit the use and regulate the use of groundwater. Both surface and groundwater should be regularly monitored by the people, by the government for its appropriate use, and efficiency of utilization in all the diverse uses of water should be improved. And very, very important, awareness of water as a scarce resource should be spread throughout the country, so that from top to the bottom citizens, then conservation and consciousness should be promoted through education, regulation, incentives, and disincentives. Mean to say, there should be theory of punishment and reward regarding this. water resource, water national water policy. In this way, in this we have studied about conservation of the water and different program launched by the government. And in this last map you may see different type of rivers, uh, eastern flowing rivers and western flowing rivers. You have to prepare one table regarding that, name of the eastern flowing rivers, western flowing rivers, and next on the heading of northern rivers and southern rivers. In other words, we can call them Himalayan rivers and peninsula rivers. Thank you, students. Stay home, stay safe, and keep on studying properly.